Okay, this is the second half of training. So that PowerPoint that I just read is in start333biz.com. It's already done. You can all download it and take it. I'll show you where it is in a moment. Michelle Blaze and I wrote that PowerPoint like we write all of our materials as scripts. Some of the materials you may go, wow, there's your envelope. That's a lot of writing. It is, because it's not meant to be a brochure. It's meant to be a script. It's meant for you to read with people so you can help to close them. Network marketing is relationship plus influence equals a perfect buying decision. The podcasts are influence, right? The Now site is a tool form of influence. This script is a tool for influence. You have the relationship, but you need different influences to close with, right? So that's because you're the relationship. The influence can be a tool or a person, and that's third-party validation. So that's why I write scripts, so that you could go to Betty. I don't know, I just learned, but let's read the envelope together. I don't know. This is a business opportunity. Let's look at all the slides together, right? That's the point. So you can do this too. You don't have to, you have freedom to build this with the tools, and you can do it. So now I want to show you a couple of the sites and what I like about them, okay? We're going to just do the 2 sites. We're not going to have time to do all of them. But let's start with startx39now.com. You know that in most of my training, I say, well, watch the first video on light. It's only 2 minutes. And the second video on how the X39 works, the power of the patch. In 5 minutes, you'll know if you like this. We are using this to see if you want to, if they even want to move further with you, right? And then you say, but look at the pictures. People love pictures. Oh my God, that girl was training me. She looked really bad. She had fast growing cells. Now she looks great. Regeneration. Would you like to come to a podcast? Would you like to come to a patching party? Do you want me to send you the business opportunity? That's it. That's how I use that part of the site. However, there's so much more in it. Sorry, I got to go back. There's so much more in it if you want to use more. You don't have to, but if you want to use more. Once again, that's light. That's on the how the X39 works. This is all about David. We can say this because this is who he is. This is his legacy. You can read it. You can read the patent to someone. You can go into GHK copper peptide and you literally, this is how GHK activates stem cells. You read it. This is everything else GHK does, right? You read it. We've tried to make the site very readable. I am so struggling today, sorry. The before and after pictures. People love to look at pictures. You should look at all these pictures and know how to show people those. You can go deeper. This is the 18-minute video. If you have not watched this video, please watch it. It's really how the technology works, X39, and the issues it helps with. When I first started this, all I was given was this video. And under GHK, you want me to know what I got? I got that video. And I got this reverse aging with GHK. I got this link. This was it. And it was enough for me to make my decision. All we did is take this chart under GHK and make this chart look pretty. But the chart's still there if you want to make it real simple, right? It's right under here, learn about GHK. Okay? I just want you guys to feel the site. All our patents, all our clinical studies. Of course, you don't want to do this, could overwhelm someone unless they're a doctor. Then they're going to want to know this. People ask me, well, how do you call on Sally Sue versus a doctor? Well, I use the site for everyone. I just may use different pieces depending on who the person is. That's why you need to know the site to know how to use it, how to wear it, what to expect. And this is one of my favorite pieces, the deep dive. The deep dive, 10 minutes from David, an hour on every patch technology. I was working with Darcy the other day. She doesn't know this, but we were doing the California invite. And I went and looked at her Facebook to get a picture off of her. And I realized she had maybe not Facebook. I think it was like, I don't know what it was exactly, but she was using a lot of this. I was like, wow, look at that deep dive. She got deep dive on there. That's so cool. And then, of course, the all products flyer. The all products flyer. You know that this is my favorite document. I don't go a day without texting this to somebody, reading it to somebody, putting it in the mail to somebody. If you've learned nothing else from me today, the Now site, this flyer, and our priceless order form, you can do an awful lot with that piece of the business. And there's that order form, my new favorite order form. It just is so much easier than what we used before. Get comfortable with it. See if you like it for yourself. And then you can even use the Now site to invite to our podcast. It's right there. So I don't think some of you have even gone all the way through to see it. This is what people said about the technology, great testimonials. And this is Dr. Some of you were here when Dr. Patty de Blasio was talking from San Clemente. She's a regenerative doctor. Some of those videos for doctors are the best videos you could direct doctors to. She's an MD, and she talks about how the patches work. And then this is all of our YouTube, LifeWave, Marci, and Peter, and Dr. Stacy's channels right here on the site. You could run into her channel right here for people. And then get with the person that brought you here. Lastly, a lot of Dr. Harmon's stuff that he did back in the day. His Science of GHK and the PDF that goes with it. You could basically call on a doctor's office with Dr. Harmon's stuff from this tab. My suggestion is to look at the information. Don't be overwhelmed at it. Know that the very most basic is video 1, video 2, and the pictures. But like the other day, I was talking to a doctor, and I said, go to video 4. This is when David's talking about the research to health practitioners. This was great, right? Because it's David and health practitioners. And have you noticed the videos are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I can go video 1, light, video 2, how X39 works, 3 minutes. Deep dive into X39 with David Schmidt, video 3, video 4, research. You can kind of direct people based on the video number. Video 5, horses don't lie. This is just a great example of how an ice wave AccuLife would work, because we know that AccuLife is the same as ice wave, but for animals. Are you ready? Get with the person that brought you here. Of course, this is a fully scrubbed site. No one can place an order on this site. This is all for you to educate people, all for you to educate people. So now let's go to start333biz.com. I'm just going to show you what I want you to do for your homework next week. We're going to be off next week for 4th of July, just so you know, we're going to take that weekend off. So it will be the following week. But the first thing that you want to do is you want to click here and sign up for emails, texts, and blasts. A team that communicates together stays together. This is the system, which I'm going to show you how to get into in a minute. But I also have breaking news. I just decided it needed to be on the front of the site. We'll probably only put on the front of the site 2 events at a time that are the most current and crucial, which is, of course, the July 20th with David and Meredith. The president of the company will be at our event. If you have not signed up for it, please register today. There's the Eventbrite link. And also, you might not have seen this, but thanks to Darcy, we have a Irvine exclusive event Saturday, August 3rd in California. And it is a patching party with a patching party, and the patching party goes from 10 to 11:30, and we're doing a little brunch from 11:30 to 12:30. So it's really a patching party brunch. I should switch it to brunch. But it's limited, first 80. It's a small space. So if you live in Southern California or know people, you should enroll right now for it, because once again, only 80 people can come. And then I just want you guys to know on the front page, our podcast schedules are always here. There's our patching and there's our training schedules. And we also have our event schedules. So right now there's Florida, there's Irvine, there's the conference. And as we put more events in, they'll go here. So we might have 20 events here, but I'm only going to put the top 2 on the front page, just because I've heard you that the page gets too big. So that's what we're doing. And then our incentive trips. This is where that is now, the incentive trip. Many of you have already got the first, 65 points to make it. And now we're moving to, I believe, 85 points so you can get another ticket. So keep working this event. I am so proud of you. So many of us are going to Punta Cana. So just because this is not on the front page, it's under a tab, please don't forget to click the tab and make sure your team is all working towards this. Okay? Of course, LifeWave International markets, this is great. A lot of people want to know, well, what countries do we ship in? Boom, they're right there. Or where are all of our offices? Boom, they're right there. So there's a lot of great information. Where's our distribution network? There's where there's where our centers are. You can see if we have a distribution center. So that tab is really, really nice. Okay. And then of course, customer service. If you don't know what you're doing on PayPortal, customer service, LifeWave, customer service, all your information is right there on the front of the site, and it's fully compliant. Inside the site is our system. It has to be passcode protected now because there is so much compliance stuff these days. So understand, I didn't want to passcode protect all of it. I know it makes it a little harder to get into, but it has to be safe. So write this down and you can put it in chat. The username is start333biz, B-I-Z, and the passcode is 333biz, B-I-Z. What you're going to notice is we have the system, which is our 3 steps. And that is a full system. You can take a new person from step 1 to step 3 and get them working. And then we also have all the resources here, because it's one thing to get people working. It's another thing to make sure they know where the marketing materials are or how to maybe get an Evolve link that you want. I mean, if you can believe, I had someone, actually it was Shigemi, say, oh my gosh, I need video 1 and video 2 translated in Japanese. How do I do that? Well, I sent it to Neil, my computer wizard, and he figured out AI to translate Japanese videos. So where do you think they are now? Well, guess what? They're under Evolve links. Oh, there they are right there. Anybody can have those in Japanese now, as an example. Guess what? Same person, Jeff and Rich, said we need those same things in Portuguese. What do you think we're going to do? We're doing the same thing. So I want you to understand that this site is robust because it's not just a system or it's not just a training site. It is where I house all our tools, right? Because you guys keep asking for more stuff, right? And so Evolve Forms, what do you think? That's why I have English, Vietnamese, Spanish, and Korean, because you guys are wanting more stuff. And I just have Monica and Donna and the Spanish team coming to me saying, well, you got to get all the same English forms over here on Spanish now. So I'm doing my best to keep up. But no, the reason I do what I do on this is I want it as easy for you to grab it like that, or to be able to copy it and just text it to somebody. This site is for your computer, but also for your phone. I use this site on my phone more than my computer. I use it like an app, okay? Because I want to print stuff off. I want to text stuff, okay? So just know that that's how some of that works. So let me quickly tell you the system. So your homework is, whether you're new or not new, go look at my system, okay? There's videos now that tell you what you need to set up your office. There's videos now on how you make a list. It also shows you how to make a list, okay? That's all we do is make a list. Then I did new inviting scripts. They're actually really good. Invite questions, an inviting basic script. You just text it to somebody, or you can invite to the Monday call. There's a script. The Tuesday call, there's a script. The Wednesday call, the Thursday call. If you want to send a gift, if you want to invite somebody to learn how to share the business, there's a script. They're all there. You edit, copy, edit, paste, and then you invite to a podcast. And I like this because you can grab this link right here. And if you grab the link with your phone, edit, copy, edit, paste, it actually sends it to someone as an invite. And if they touch the invite, they go right into the Zoom. So there, and it's by date order. Monday, there's the Monday night. Tuesday night. Wednesday night. Thursday night. So the idea is you make a list, you send them a script, you send them a invite, and now we're already done with what? We're done with 2 of the steps. The third step is follow-up. So I like my follow-up clipboard. Once again, I keep getting these better. This is a new envelope. It's even better. You might want to print it out. And the army starts marching. That's my new favorite line. And the army starts marching. So we changed the pattern around a little bit. We're updating our pattern. We're going to go more with what the Mascaris are doing. All the patents will switch to this now. So we do new changes all the time. The GHK flyer, we just changed a bit. It reads, oh, I hope it got up. Let's see if it did. That is the old one. The new one's not up yet. The new one reads really good once it gets up. And so you print these out on your clipboard, but you can also text them. You can also text people, right? And so you use these. And then I just did new follow-up scripts. So there's a script that says, did you go to the patching podcast? What did you like about it? Let me text you a few links and we'll talk about it. So you text them the envelope, the All Products International flyer, and the order form, and you talk about it. Let's say you send them a gift. This is what you do when you call them when they got their gift, right? Just read it. That's your homework. There's even objection handling. And our new closing script, I love this. This is my favorite. I recommend X39 and Eon because it's the dynamic dual. One sleeve equals 30 days. I talk about how we start with 2 sleeves. I go into what GHK does for stem cells, how Eon reduces inflammation, the silver pack for individual, the gold, the platinum, the diamond, how the point system works. And my recommendation, I used to change it, but I was talking to Jeff and Rich yesterday, and I'm like, they're right, it needs to be this. So I recommend 1X39 for cellular regeneration, 4 Eon to reduce inflammation, $2.99, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. And then 1X39 the following month to keep your cells activated. This gives you 4 full months of cellular repair and regeneration. All I'm telling you guys is that if you haven't gone and looked at these tabs and read them, do. Because you can literally just make a list, use a script, send an invite, and follow up with a script. So your homework is to look at this system, And this is click here to access the system. Try it with a friend. Do a list of 10, follow the steps and see if it works. Or you can come into the Evolve office with me on Mondays at 10 a.m., Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's all we do. We do the system together, and then we work it together. So if it seems scary to do by yourself, don't be alone. Come do it with Jan, Sheila, and I. That's Mondays and Tuesdays at 10. We work together at 11. You may say, well, what do they do exactly? We take everybody through the 3 steps, the system. So that's the office. Tools are all the different tools you might need. Evolve Forms are all the forms you might need. Evolve Clipboard is the follow-up clipboard that I love. Evolve Links is every kind of link that you might want that's different than the Now site. Well, it has the Now site link in there too. Evolve Connect, that's how you connect to our Facebook, Telegram, and our YouTubes, all the way you connect to our communications. All the links are there. All the links are there. So you need to sign up for Telegram. It will kick you out. You need to come back in, and then you click all the links. Everything we talk about. Stories only, 4,000 testimonials, business, practitioner group, before and after pictures, Spanish. All your communication is in this tab. Evolve Podcasts, those are the same podcasts that were in the system. I put things in the system and outside of the system because if you want to use the system, they're in. If you don't want to use the system because you want to train your own way, but you want to grab a form or a podcast, that's why it's outside of the system. I didn't want to force people in the system to use the tools. I wanted you to be free. Evolve Input, this is how you input orders. Sheila and I are updating that with we're just updating that tomorrow, so that will be new. Evolve Comp Plan, Evolve Pay Portal. I can't tell you how many people say I don't know how to sign up my pay portal or help my team. Just read this and look at the videos. It's right there. Jan tells me this. People need to click all the tabs and then they would understand what is in there. So lastly, under Evolve Tools, this is where you would get your PowerPoints. Boom. and the English, because we do different languages. So this is how you use the PowerPoint. This is the event PowerPoint. So this is like what I did in Arizona. Stacy's probably going to use part of this in Florida. This is the PDF version. This is my new business opportunity that I just did today for you. And this is a PDF version. So you can do it yourself. When I get that new video recorded, I'll put it on the top here so you can watch it and have it there. It will also be under stories in Telegram, and also under business, and also under the main Evolve chat. So you'll see it, okay? The marketing materials, super important. Sally keeps updating these. Sally is our designer and our printer. She's our designer and our printer. So if you need any marketing materials, you just go to Tools Marketing and you see what you like. She's gotten all the new files from the back office. And I'm going to do a much better job next week going over back office with you guys. So you can see not only how to input orders and how the points work, but also how to get into all the LifeWave resources. It's amazing as well. Also, if you ever want to buy a business bag, you can get those from Jan Rand. You know, those are my mini presentations that I love, because I think that the more people that have something in their hands with an X39 and an Eon, the more business we will write. So those are $15 and you can get 10 of these and you're ready to rock and roll. And of course, most of you also understand that I'm a firm believer in business cards. A business card tells everyone you're in business and you should be ordering those from Sally. So with that, I guess my main point with startx39now.com and start333biz.com is take an hour on both sites this weekend or the 4th of July weekend and go through all the buttons, go through the tabs, feel it, see what's in there, and enjoy that. So with that, I thank you so much for coming to training today. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday. Lots of love to both of you. We'll have both recordings on, and of course, there'll be 2 different recordings with 2 different titles. Bye-bye now.